holding the mantle here for the Indiana County Veterans Providers Group is Kevin Lazor. Good morning.
Good morning, Todd. How are you this morning?
Wonderful. It's good to have you with us here today.
Good to be here.
Hey, we've got a couple of things to talk about. First of all, the Employment Expo that is coming up has, as always, where you're involved, is always going to have some sort of veterans angle to it.
Absolutely.
And this one does too, doesn't it?
It sure does. Veterans will be admitted at 12:30, the general public at 1. The event will happen again at the KCAC. Right now we're at about 45 employers. This Friday is the deadline for employers to register. So if there's an employer out there that's looking for employees, please give us a call, 724-471-7220, or you can shoot me an email at klazor@pa.gov, and we'll get you registered and set up. But yes, veterans will be admitted at 12:30, general public at 1. This year we did something a little different. We're busing in students from the Indiana Area School District, 9th and 10th graders, and the ones that kind of know what they want to do when they grow up. We'll talk to those specific employers. There'll be some breakout sessions. Those that are kind of undecided will be able to go in the morning and talk to some of the employers that are on the arena floor. And then in the afternoon, as I've said, we're going to run a normal job fair. So it's pretty exciting. We're trying to build the workforce of the future and also get those folks that are looking for some work now.
That'll be April 4th.
April
correct?
4th at the KCAC.
That's not so far from now.
It is not. We are hustling at the PA Career Link right now.
I'm guessing. Well, let's talk about veterans employment and the way that veterans can find jobs and take advantage of their military service, because we think of, what they've been through. Sure. As a member of the military, and what specific training they have as members of the military that could actually benefit them.
Well, and it depends on what the specific area is that they were. Like if they were a medic, they would be good at an ambulance service or working in a hospital or something like that. The neat thing about veterans is we really don't have a time clock. When you're in the military, 24/7. If something happens, you're used to working. So I know it's popular in the oil and gas field because, like the military, the oil and gas field, the Steelers are in the playoffs or hunting season, something like that. The oil and gas groups, they work, and military people are used to working that schedule. They're not used to working a 9-to-5 kind of thing. They have discipline, they have leadership skills. A number of different things and reasons that you should consider hiring a vet when you're looking for employees.
Yeah, that responsibility thing stands out, doesn't it?
And it's not something they learn it in the military, they learn it from their families before they go into the military, but it's ingrained in you that you're used to discipline, you're used to getting the mission comes first, my heart is with veterans, and I've seen a lot of good veterans that work hard and will be good for somebody's company.
Yeah, well, you and I have talked about soft skills in the past, and certainly that type of discipline, that's soft skills right there.
It is.
Yeah, terrific stuff. So that is one of the areas of concern that we talk about today. There are some others. Lisa Spencer was supposed to join us. Don't know what happened to Lisa, but she was going to talk about the Legacy project.
She was going to talk about the Legacy project, and unfortunately I don't have the materials here, but I know that they're looking for veterans in specific eras to kind of videotape and capture their story. So before we all get old and move on to wherever it is we move on to, hopefully up instead of down, that they're trying to capture the stories and the history of people that served in the different eras and things like that.
They've been going to a lot of the rest homes and personal care homes.
Yes, and they want to catch some of those, those World War II, Vietnam era first, and then they're going to move on to. They received a grant to do so. So if you're a veteran and you would be willing to share your story, you can give us a call to CareerLink. I'll put you in touch with Diane. She has all the information. I apologize to the crew that I didn't have the flyer with me today, but it's an excellent project. They're engaging ICTC to be a part of that, so it gives the kids an opportunity to engage a veteran who some of the kids that depending on what age they are may not know about the stories behind all the veterans and why we celebrate Veterans Day and why we should thank a veteran for their service.
Well, you talk about aging populations. Vietnam War veterans are starting to get up in years.
Correct.
There are a couple of things having to do with them. First of all, the Vietnam War Veterans Day program that is coming to the Indiana County Historical and Genealogical Society, that's March 29th, begins at 6 p.m. in the Armory, and they want you to just give them a call to let them know you're coming, just so they have enough chairs set up. 463-9600 is the number, 463-9600. That's one of the areas that veterans are certainly looking forward to. Another is the coming of the wall. What's it called? The Wall of Hope?
Wall of Hope, I think.
Yeah.
But that's the American Legion that's taking charge of that. Wes over at the American Legion.
Yeah,
I just saw the flyer that's sitting out at your front desk. So.
Yeah, but that is coming in October. They're looking for volunteers that can help them in a number of different ways.
Correct.
Because that has to be guarded. There have to be people there 24 hours a day because it's open 24 hours a day when it comes in October.
Right. And we hope that people would respect that, but you just never know. So it's good to have. We'll have guards that day. But if you were interested in that project, I'd get a hold of Wes over at the American Legion. He can give you those details too. And then, believe it or not, spring is here. And we're starting summer things. The one other thing we have is, and you'll probably talk to Mr. DJ Stroman as you did last year, the Veterans Parsons Group is starting to plan the car show. Mm-hmm. And that'll be July 21st, 2019. And we just met last week with the group, and we're starting to plan that event. So that's something coming up in the warmer weather. Believe it or not, July will come, and there will be a summer. We don't know how long it'll be, but we'll have summer. And then this afternoon, we'll get caught up because the Veterans Providers Group is actually meeting at our facility today, and we'll catch up on upcoming activities, and we'll plan for our next visit with you, Todd.
There you go. There you go. All of those things on the schedule and on the docket. So dates to remember: the program at the Historical and Genealogical Society, March 29th. The Career Fair, Career
April
Expo,
4th.
April the 4th at
Correct.
the Kowalski Complex.
Yes.
And anytime you're a veteran, you need some help with some issues, the Veterans Providers Group is good to get in touch with, and there are a number of ways to contact any number of people.
Any number of people, whether it be the Human Services or County Veterans Office, RPA Career Link. I am happy to report that we just added a disabled veterans outreach person. Mr. Gary Schwartz has moved from the UC office and is now the disabled veterans outreach person at our office. So he's going to be covering Indiana and Armstrong County and service the vets. So we're happy to have him on board. So if you're a veteran and need help, give us a call. Even if we're not the agency that needs to help you, we'll get you connected to where you need to go.
There you go. Parsonage is going well, I assume?
Parsonage is going well. Right now we have a gentleman and his son staying there. We did well with the sleep out. We raised close to $3,000. It wasn't quite as cold as we've been in the past, but we continue to plan services and make improvements to the parsonage as well. So again, I have to just say on behalf of all the veterans groups, thank you to the Indiana community for the support that you give our veteran population.
He's Kevin Lazor, Indiana County Veterans Providers Group. There are a number of different people from a number of different offices and agencies involved, and, you can get involved too. Kevin, thank you.
And I just have to give a quick shout-out to Miss Diane Overman. She is a wonderful supporter of an organizer of this group. Unfortunately, she has the flu, so our thoughts and prayers and fast healing to her. She's a wonderful lady, takes care of a lot of people. And unfortunately, she's down with the flu. So, Diane, please feel better soon.
You can still call her office, though.
You can.
Her phone number is at her office, 724-471-7726. She is the Veteran Outreach Coordinator at the Indiana County Department of Human Services. Kevin, thank you.
Thank you. Talk to you on Friday.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM on your Wednesday.